Did I not tell y'all that the prosecutor was going to put a felon on the stand tonight? It was crazy what we just witnessed tonight. And I do mean tonight. It's what, 12:03. It's 12:03 right now. And if you watch my previous video, you know that I mentioned there would be a lot of hyperbole, aka a lot of bull jive tonight. Trying to clear the language a little bit, big sister spit man a little bit about some of the things I was saying. At tonight's debate, we saw a lot of it was funny. It was funny what we saw. Now, aside from all the comedy that we saw, we've seen a lot of statements be made by Donald Trump and Kamala Harris that, quite honestly, I need to fact check. So much so that in the coming days, you're going to see a lot of think pieces and articles about fact checking what's going on. I got a whole list of things that I myself got, darn it, I need to look over. That's why I made this initial video. This is my raw cut, my raw take. I ain't put the background. I ain't did none of that stuff. Just in my zone at 12:04 at night, trying to give y'all basically a hot take reaction to the debate. I'll follow this up with a secondary video within the next 24 to 48 hours with the results of the fact checking and let you know if some of the things that you heard from Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are true or false. Because that's what I want to do. I want to try and give you guys an idea of what is real from the bullshit. All right. Initially, my initial reaction to the debate is we saw Kamala Harris put Donald Trump on the stand. In the process of her answering questions and giving more policy and an idea of what her idea for the future is for America, which is answering a lot of people's questions, she also managed to bait and take digs at Donald Trump, which exposed a chink in this man's armor. When he does not have cue cards or a teleprompter or someone there to keep him on task, this man is a fucking train wreck. He's even more of a train wreck. I'm talking about a train wreck off the side of a mountain blowing up in the ravine when he feels slighted or disrespected in any type of way. And what we saw tonight was very craftful and masterful from Kamala Harris. I got to give her credit. She won this debate. Now, those people that wanted to hear her talk about issues like Palestine or Israel or Ukraine or the economy or the immigration or the border or whatever you want to hear about, she basically hit on all those points, but she also managed to expose Donald Trump for who he really is at his core. And in the process, Donald Trump became unhinged about 15 minutes into this shit. Let's see. She brought up the fact that some of his ideas and his policies would lead America to be hurt a lot more than it really is. So that's one of the things I want to look up. But she brought up an interesting point that Goldman Sachs actually did a review and said that Trump's tariffs would actually hurt America. I had no idea about this. This is double starred on my list of things to look up. If you remember, I've done a video before where I said these tariffs are horrible and they would do basically what she got on TV and said Goldman Sachs said they would do. She kept baiting him up. And that was the revolving theme. She kept baiting him up and he kept taking the bait. But one of the other revolving things that I kept noticing was that Donald Trump would not give a direct answer on any of the questions that the moderators were asking him. And they were pressing him. Not only were they pressing him on answering the questions, but they were fact checking him. Now, that was a big difference between previous debates and previous interviews that we've seen with him. And I don't think he took it well. He's not used to people fact checking him and telling him, hey, that's not true. Hey, what you just said is not true. Speaking of not true, this motherfucker said that people eating cats and dogs. Oh my God. Oh man, this motherfucker really got on TV and said that people eat cats and dogs. I don't know about y'all, but every zoo in South Florida probably was triggered by that moment. If you grew up in South Florida and know the Haitian population like I know, hearing Donald Trump say that the Haitian population was eating cats and dogs on TV must have triggered some of these Haitians in South Florida. This is a safe place. If he triggered you, let me know in the comments. I'll help you recover. I got a good line on some good therapists and mental health professionals. I appreciated the fact checking, but like I said, the reason why I'm making this video is because I wanted to give a real raw initial reaction and let you guys know that there was a lot of zingers that was made tonight. You know, Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people right after he was talking about, I got 61 million votes, the most by any president in history. She was like, hey, Donald Trump must have forgot that he got fired by 81 million people. I was like, oh my God. Oh shit, she's in a black lady bag. Oh God, she's kicking his ass. I really appreciate the moderators pressing him and asking him the questions that really need to be asked because if left to his own devices, Donald Trump would just be left rambling, and that's what he did. He kept rambling about immigration. He kept rambling about the economy and gave no real policy. So my real reaction, my initial reaction, Donald Trump, you fumbled the bag, bro. You fumbled. Like I said, within the next 28, 48 hours, I'm going to give another video review with all the policy breakdown that was, given, bringing up, some of these points of hyperbole that were brought up, some of these points of just flat out foolery, some fact checking. But it's going to take some time to do all that because it was some shit said tonight. A lot of funny shit, a lot of serious shit. So this is the real raw initial reaction. Trump, you fumbled. Kamala showed America tonight that she could take charge. She also did a good job of distancing herself from the current administration that she is also a part of in a weird kind of way. So that was that was like that was weird but interesting and impressive all at the same time. So that's my real raw reaction. 12:12 at night. I love y'all. I don't know who the fuck is out there beeping a horn at 12:12 at night in my neighborhood, but if they better have stopped, we're gonna have some problems. I'm the problem on this block, guys. Peace.